never had. Thoughts that control me until something bad. I guess you would know where I've been.
Y'all, I look so tired. Oh my God, I look so tired. But unfortunately, this is the only time I can record this, y'all. So yeah, I just came from work. Yeah. So let's get into it. So some things people would want to know about me. Well, let's just go with, because I think we've done this before, what we did to get to know me. So y'all know all the surface things. Let's just maybe do some things that I don't always throw out there to people when they're first meeting me. So some things about me. Let's start with one of the most important things. My current project is right now is that I am trying to work on a stronger relationship with God. Number one, I am a God-fearing Christian woman. Okay. So yes, I do work all the time. So I do work on Sundays and I don't always go to church. And lately, I have been in a church growing up, but I have never read the Bible front to back. And that's kind of what made me go after me trying to have a strong relationship with God, is because, you know, there's a lot of things that have been going on in my life. And I just feel like I just have a lot of disorder right now. So I just felt like I'm praying, but I just don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. And I just thought about maybe because you're praying and maybe it's because you don't know God all the way. Because like I say, you're sitting here and you're praying and you be like, man, God wouldn't do this to me. Why is God doing this to me? Oh, he wouldn't God wouldn't do this to me. But after reading the Bible, I realized that God does allow a lot of things to happen to you to test your faith. And to, like we said, we'll sit here and we'll pray for strength and endurance and wisdom. But with all of that comes tribulations. So me actually reading the Bible, I realized that a lot of people in the Bible, like Job and stuff like that, for example, they went through a lot. God tested them a lot. And when I look at the stuff that was going on in my life, I'm like, it ain't nowhere near the type of stuff that God allows to happen to Job. So that's what made me say, okay, Brittany, you need to really get in your Bible because you don't really know God. You're sitting here and you're praying to somebody you really don't know. Like you're just really praying to a stranger. So that is why I am trying my hardest to, I try to bring my Bible with me to work, and I try to pray before I wake up, while I'm in the car, and before I go to bed, because I'm trying to make sure that God is in the center of my life and that I am trying to grow a stronger bond with him. Because like I say, like y'all, me trying to solve things out on my own has made my life so difficult right now. Like there's a lot of things that if I just, brought it to God and not leaning to my own understanding, I wouldn't be in here trying to untangle this mess that I have made in my life. So another thing about me that I don't tend to talk about that always, like I say, surprises my friends is that I am really insecure. Like I'm really more insecure than I tend to let on to a lot of my friends. Like, I have gained a lot of weight working night shift because like say when you're working nights, it's like, it's not that it's hard for me to stay up. It's just that you're always tired. It's like I can never get enough sleep. And I also work a lot of consecutive nights, more than 7 nights in a row. And like I say, I'm a nurse, so I work 12-hour shifts. So I'm literally always tired. So I feel like it has made my appetite even stronger because I need this fuel to stay up. So I have put on a lot of weight. Probably about since me becoming a nurse in 2019 to now, I have probably gained about, I think, maybe 45 pounds. So I'm at the point right now where I can't really fit a lot of my clothes or whatever. And like I say, my weight, unfortunately, doesn't distribute to the places that I like. It goes to my thighs. I do like that. But it also goes to my stomach. It mainly sits on my stomach. And that I'm very insecure about my stomach. But I've always kind of been insecure. Even with me being smaller, I always felt like I never had that like really flat stomach. And I would get self-conscious when people be like, hey baby, are you pregnant or whatever. And they're doing it even more now, because like I said, like I gained that weight and my stomach catches up too. So people will be like, hey baby, are you pregnant? Like my patients will rub my stomach or whatever, and I'm like, y'all, I'm not pregnant, ain't nothing in here but a food baby. But yes, I'm very insecure about my weight, and that has always been an ongoing battle with me. And it's not like, I know everybody's saying like, girl, work out, change your diet. Like I said, me working nights, I try to eat healthy as best as I can, but nothing keeps you up like sugar. So yes, I will try to eat healthy, but when I do eat healthy, I feel I'm falling asleep at the desk. I feel drained. So that's been the battle. And with me working so many days, it's hard for me to find time to work out. But yes, I'm very insecure. Like I went so far as to say, like, you know, when me and my friends go out, I'll be like, you know, like the dudes will give them attention, and I'm just back there like I say, I'm never thirsty for the attention. Like I'm cool, like, you know, talk to her or whatever like that. Like you don't need to talk to me to make me feel good. But I also be like in the back of my mind, like I'm the ugly friend. Yes, y'all, like I get very insecure. I don't think that nobody will want to talk to me because, you know, I don't have that big old booty. I don't have all those hips that they have. And I am working on trying to pour more positive affirmations into myself, because really and truly, if a guy is into you and not just, you know, sexually, he is attracted to how you carry yourself. And, you know, you're not going to have any confidence if you don't love yourself and, you know, feel that you are beautiful and that you are sexy. Like, let's just take Rihanna, for example. A lot of people think she's one of the most sexiest women in the world. And Rihanna doesn't have an oversized butt or oversized boobs or whatever like that. It's how she carries herself. So that's what it really boils down to, is you loving yourself and you pouring time and energy into your look and what God gave you. That's what attracts somebody. So yes, I am working on that. Another thing about me is that, y'all, I love food. Okay, and that's another reason why I've probably gained the 45 pounds I was talking about. It's just because I love food. It is an experience to me. I'm very indulgent when it comes to food or whatever like that. Like when I go on all these trips and stuff like that, I'm more excited about what we about to be eating there than anything. No, for real. Like everybody comes to me for like food recommendations, because baby, I always try to find me a new little restaurant to go try.
I guess you know where I've been.
All right, what's up, y'all? So today I'm going to be answering some questions, letting y'all get to know me a little bit. Now, if I'm being completely honest, this was really hard for me, just because when it comes to like deep subjects and stuff, it's really hard for me to open up, y'all. So that's one thing fresh out the gate that you need to know about me. It's hard for me to open up, and I'm learning that more and more. I'm the type of person that I have to like get to know people and like really feel them out before I feel like I can trust that person and I can like really, you know, be vulnerable with someone. So it takes me a minute to really open up, but I'm gonna try to be, you know, as open as possible. Today I just thought we'd start out with some light subjects. First off, I know on the other videos I have been keeping y'all up to date on what's going on with my current work situation. So I think on one of the last videos, or first off, I was telling y'all how I had just started a new job and it was at a hospital. And so yeah, I started that new job now. I did find, and there was a lot of drama, a lot of things going on, to where it was just really becoming a toxic environment. So I had to find something a little different. Plus, you know, just needed to make more. So I ended up finding a work from home job. So I'm back at home, y'all. If y'all remember, previously I was telling y'all that I needed to get out and be more sociable, you know, try to mix and mingle with people. But you know what? No, thank you. I'm happy with being at home. I'm happy with working from home. It just feels, y'all, it just feels so good to be back home. It feels so peaceful to be back home. Like, I'm just so happy to be able to wake up and clock in from my own home. Not have to go out, not have to use gas money or like, you know, fill up my car for to get gas. Not having to go deal with drama, people face to face. Yes, I have to deal with people still, but it's a different type of situation. So I'm really happy with how things are right now. And so yeah, that's my whole work situation. I'm working from home, but I'm also working at my previous job 2 days out of the week, every other week. So I'm still there. I couldn't completely separate just yet. I'm still there a few days out of the week. So that's the current update with my job situation. As for goals for 2024, I'm really on a hunt for like a really good work from home job to where I'm getting paid, you know, the amount of money that I would like to be getting paid. Like, I'm 31, you know, I just feel like I want to be at a different level. So I'm still pushing to get there. So y'all stay tuned for that. And then aside from just trying to find the right type of career, also just getting my finances in order. That's something that I'm working on. Just trying to get my finances in order, get my credit right, you know, pay off some bills. Like, I'm just gonna feel so free and light to just get all these bills paid off. Like, it's gonna feel so good. So that's what I'm currently working on, trying to get my finances in order and everything. And then too, just pouring more into myself, like just taking care of myself, you know, spoiling myself in different ways. And it don't always have to look like something material, but just taking care of myself. And that's what I plan to do, y'all, because sometimes we can just really forget ourselves and really just like lose ourselves because we're so focused on other things or other people. I know, you know, when you're in a relationship, for sure, like, you can tend to lose yourself, you know, because you're so focused on that relationship or the person that you're in a relationship with. And you know, we got to remember to take a step back and still take care of ourselves, because we can't really be there for somebody else if we're not taking care of ourselves. So, all right. And if you see me looking down, it's because I have notes to kind of reel myself back in, because that's another thing you need to know about me. Sometimes I can blabber on and on and on. I can get off subject and stuff. So I gotta keep myself straight with these notes. But okay, here's a light question. If I could visit any place in the world, where would it be and why? All right, if I could visit any place in the world, where would it be? That's a no-brainer. Definitely Greece, and specifically Santorini, Greece, because it's just so beautiful. I can't remember, I think it was Sisterhood of Traveling Pants or whatever that movie's called, but I seen Greece in that movie, and the way it was depicted and just how beautiful it is. And then from there, I've watched others go on trips, little videos on YouTube of people going on trips, and it's just so pretty. Like, the water's so pretty and blue. You got all these white, beautiful buildings with the blue siding and stuff. Like, it's just so pretty. And I'm really, believe it or not, I'm really into architecture, and so to see all these beautiful buildings and just like the architecture in Greece is just beautiful. So I think it would be really cool to go to Greece and just take in the beauty, and then just be chilling by the water. Like, I love water, so yeah, I want to go to Greece. All right. What movie left a lasting impression on you? It was definitely Pursuit of Happiness. Y'all, that is the longest movie. But that movie, you know, when you watch it from a different perspective, like when I was younger and I watched that movie, it was like, okay, that's Will Smith and his son, cool. But now as an adult watching that movie, it just teaches you so much. And like what I learned from that movie is just not to listen to anyone else. You know, if you have a vision, you need to go for it. You know, in that movie, people were, you know, pretty much shooting him down. Like his wife was on his back. She was telling him that he's just like needs to focus on a regular job, just get a regular job and keep that job. But you know, he wasn't giving up on his dreams. He was trying to really go for what he wanted, and he never gave up. And that's something that movie teaches us. Don't give up on your dreams. Like, if you really have a vision and you believe in that vision, don't give up. Don't let nobody try to tell you that you can't. Don't let nobody try to tell you that you're not gonna be able to do it. If you really have that vision, make it a goal to stick to it. And that's something that I have to continuously remind myself of, because sometimes we can get so completely off track and distracted with all the other things that we got going on in the world. Like, because it really is a lot that we have going on. If you think about the movie, like he was trying to make his money so he could have a place to stay. I think at one point they was homeless. They didn't have a place to stay. And then like he trying to get a job. He trying to do this, do that. Like, it was a lot going on. Trying to get his kid to daycare. Like, he had a lot going on in the day-to-day life. And he could have easily just said, let me just get a regular job. I can't focus on my goals right now because I just need to be in a steady place. And yes, we do have to take care of our responsibilities, but at the same time, don't give up on your vision. And that movie just taught you that, like, at the end, when he actually made it to where he was trying to make it to, like, it's like you could feel the feeling that he felt. And I mean, it was just a really powerful movie for me, especially getting to that end and seeing like all he had to go through to get to where he was. And then he could have even quit when he got in the door, because then it didn't stop there. It's like once he got his foot in the door, you think, okay, I'm there. No, he was still having to, you know, work hard to like actually get to a point to where he knew for sure, like, I've really made it. Like that, I don't know, it's just a really powerful movie. So that was a really good movie for me. Is there a particular philosophy or mantra that guides my life decisions? Yeah, so a few years back, I started going to therapy. And it was mainly because at the time, I just felt like I couldn't really talk to anybody. I needed a neutral person to talk to and to really hear me out and to just be able to work through like some of the things that I was going through. And so once I went to therapy, like I started learning a lot about myself. And one of the biggest things that I learned about myself is just that I always put people ahead of me. Like I'm always trying to make others happy. And like I was really not considering what I truly wanted. And there was like a lot of things that I wanted, or just things about me as a person that I would suppress to make others happy. And so that was just one thing that I learned about myself. Like anytime that I do something, I ask myself, is this what you want? Is it, like, what do you want? How do you feel about this? Is this gonna make you happy? Because for so long, I was doing what I thought I was supposed to do. But now it's like I have to make decisions that's gonna make me happy. And unfortunately, sometimes you lose people in the process because it's not what they want. But at the end of the day, would you rather be miserable, making everybody else happy and just slowly losing yourself? Because that's how I felt. I was just completely it felt like I was like just going through the days, like, I don't know, I just felt like I was watching my life. I was on the outside watching my life. I didn't feel like I was actually truly living my life. And it's just like I was doing everything that people wanted me to do. And I was doing what I thought I was supposed to do, how I was raised. And that just really messed with my mental. Like, it came to a point to where I was tired. I was tired of faking it. I was tired of pretending that I was happy and that, this is what, like, I'm happy with my life. I was tired of pretending. I was tired of showing up knowing that I wasn't happy. And so I had to make a change. And that's when I went to therapy and I started just really pouring into myself, learning about myself. And then I started doing things that I wanted to do. I started making decisions that it was because I wanted to do it. It wasn't because someone told me to do this or because I thought I was supposed to do this. It was because this is what I want to do. And yeah, sometimes, I might bump my head and realize, oh, probably shouldn't have done that. But at the end of the day, it was me. It was because of me, not because of somebody else. And that just makes a world of difference. When you're doing it for anybody else but yourself, you're never really gonna truly be happy. You have to do it because of yourself. And that's just what I've learned, just making sure that I'm happy with my decisions and what I'm doing in my life. So yeah, that's what I try to live by. That's what I try to do. But anyways, yeah, so that is pretty much what it is. Those are the questions that I'm answering today. But anyways, yeah, y'all, I hope that y'all enjoyed this quick little get to know me video. And I can't wait to see y'all soon. Bye.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. So funny story. I was not planning to record this right now in this moment, but I just finished recording a podcast and my makeup is done and my hair is flat ironed, even though I put it in a ponytail. But I'm currently cooking dinner, so y'all hear the sizzling in the background. Just ignore that. I'm gonna let me chop it up. I'm gonna multitask. I am going to cook dinner and record this video at the same time, so I don't get in trouble with Ariana. So anyways, this is our get to know us video. We're just gonna share a few things with you guys. I just literally went to my best friend Google and I'm gonna just share some of the things I think that are like interesting. Let me think. What's a book that you'd recommend? So when I was younger, I used to read all the time, like mainly because I just enjoy reading, but then also when I was in high school, we used to have to read stuff over the summer and do like a project about it when we got in class. So it was the idea of it was so we could have stuff to do during the summer and not just like, I don't know, be doing nothing. I don't know. I went to a predominantly white high school, so they always wanted to make people ready for the world and be great, child. So it's let me see. I want to find this book. I didn't read this book at school, but this is a book that I remember reading when I was young, and this book has forever like been like one of my favorite books. No matter how many books I've read since then, like I really enjoy this book. It's called Self-Made, Self-Paid Without Losing My Self-Worth, and it's by, her name like on social media is Miss Bling, but her real name is Pascal. It's on Amazon. Y'all, this book is so good. Like, this was such a good book, and when I read the book, I was younger, so I really shouldn't have been reading the book. It was actually my older sister's book, and I was such a book nerd at the time. I was just like, I want to read this book. Like, I don't know, I wanted to read the book. I don't know. But needless to say, that's probably like a book I would 100% recommend. There are other books too, but that's definitely a book like off the top of my head I can say that I would recommend. I'm currently in between reading 2 books right now, which I don't know why I'm doing that to myself. I'm reading a book by Dr. Tracy Lynn. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her, but I'm reading her book right now, and then I'm also reading, but I kind of slacked off of it. If you guys are familiar with Zach on Sisters, DeVale Ellis, him and his wife put a book out again, and it's a really good book. That book is more so like oriented with like just being a good partner or whatever, so that's also a good book to read. But anyways, let's see, question number 2. What's your favorite way to spend a weekend? I like to sleep. I like to eat and sleep. So if the weekend consists of doing either one of those things, that's good for me. If they consist of doing both of those things, you got yourself a winner. I love to eat and sleep. So yeah, definitely that's like the only thing I really like to do. And of course, like catch up with my girls. But since I live so far away now, I don't really do that a lot. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. I have 4 older siblings, 1 brother, 3 sisters, and they all get on my nerves. No, just kidding. I am the baby, and that's on my mom's side. So on my dad's side, biologically, I am his only child, but he literally raised my other siblings, and you cannot tell that man that those are his children, which is the way it should be. So yeah, I do have older siblings, and I love them to death, especially my brother. I don't play about my brother. What's your dream job? What's a job? My dream job is writing a check for other people because they work for me. That's my dream job. I don't want to work for the man all my life. It ain't in my ministry to do that. So yeah, that's not, no. Let me see. I'm gonna open it up. It says 30 questions. I'm gonna pick one more because my video already 5 minutes. I already gonna fuss at me. What childhood memory makes you smile? Yeah, I'm sorry, I have hair like my something. Like it's like a piece of something. A childhood memory that makes me smile. I was literally just talking to my dad about this the other day when he was home. I remember one time, I think I was 7 or 8-ish, maybe. Me and my dad and my mom went to a furniture store. And me and my dad have always just been like Siamese twins, like locked in. Like it's insane how close and inseparable me and my dad are. But needless to say, my dad always got down on my level. Like he was the parent where he just kind of like, his parenting was just amazing. I don't know, anyways, but we were in the furniture store, like playing around, joking around. Like there was this section. It was like a bed, like a bedroom set, right? And there was this wall that the furniture store had, but through the wall it was like a hole. Like so it was a wall, but it was like an opening. If that makes sense, you could see through it to the rest of the store, whatever. So I was on one side and my dad was on the other side, and he went on the other side, and I don't remember exactly what we did, but I like tried to jump through the hole. And me and him like bust out laughing because it was so funny to us. And my mama was so embarrassed. She walked out the store because she is not that kind of parent. She is not a like, she wasn't a get on your level type of person. She was always like a 10-foot like military. Like it was just, she was not that kind of parent. But me and my dad, like my dad was. So we were like joking around in this people's store, like acting like a fool, to be honest. Like now with me as a parent, if I seen it with somebody else's kids, I'd be like, why? Like they child do that. But I would honestly do it with Alani. Like I would joke with her like that. We were literally dancing in Walmart the other day, just dancing in the middle of the aisle. Like it's just my personality. But that is a childhood memory that I think about and it makes me like really happy. Another one, really quickly, was one time my dad was praying, and I think I was probably like, I was a little younger. I think I was like 5 or 6 then, and I was trying to, he was praying, I was in the bed, and I was trying to like flip myself over. So if y'all know like the position you're in when you're like in the bed, your head is tucked, and you're like trying to flip yourself over. I don't know why I'm doing it. And I was trying to flip myself over, and I just kept saying, pip me over, pip me over. And I was trying to say flip, but I was saying pip. And that is literally just, that's priceless to me, because instead of my dad like getting really upset with me because he was praying and I knew better than to mess with him, he was just like, once he got done praying, he put me over. So, yep. Anyways, that's a little bit more about me. I have to tend to my food because I'm really hungry. But yeah, make sure y'all like our video, subscribe to our channel, tell your friend, to tell a friend, to tell a mama to become her. Bye.